Shaun, welcome to Hibernian. How happy are you to be here and get started?
Yeah, delighted. It's been a great few days and meeting everyone this morning. So really looking forward to getting started and obviously start preparation for Aberdeen.
Yeah, it's your first job as a manager. What made this the right time for you?
I think the history of the club, the support is a big thing. Like when you see some of the support we have for big finals, big semi-finals, and of course then in the last few days the relationship with the owner and the relationship with the CEO. So those two things were really vital from the beginning, really.
You mentioned obviously talking to the CEO and the owner.
Yeah.
They have a real vision for this football club, real ambitions, real aims. What's your understanding of those?
Yeah, no, very similar ideas on sort of attacking style of play, and I think that has to be in a collaboration with what the supporters want. I think we have to try and make this, well, really a collaboration between the support, the owners of the club, and myself, and then the players obviously play the biggest part in that. But attacking, we have to try and look to excite the fans, inspire the fans. So it really is all about trying to do that.
Yeah, talk to us about that style then, attacking brand of football.
Yeah, no, look, the style is, like hopefully the fans will see that in the next few weeks or coming months, exactly what that style is. But really the connection between us has to be the strongest at the start. So the style, I want to try and impress a certain style that I believe is the best way to win. So it's not just for style's sake. I really believe it's the best way to win, and obviously excite the fans at the same time. That is, and the players. Like we have to inspire the players to play a certain way, and hopefully that connection between myself, the players, and the fans will be as strong as it can.
Where's that style come from, and the love for that style of football? Is it through your coaching, your playing days?
A little bit of both. I think I always felt that there was maybe a different way of playing when I was a player myself. When we played against some of the top teams in nations, and I think towards the end of my 20s, I just started to experience and be exposed to different styles. I think Roberto Martinez was a really big influence on me at that stage, and it's carried on actually the last few years. And obviously he was that influence comes from Cruyff, Rinus Michels. But it's all sort of now laden with a real deep desire within Scotland to have a different style, but never ever forget where this club is and what the city means. So it's a blend of both, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously the fixture schedule over the Christmas period is notoriously hectic, which will limit time that you have on the training pitch with the players. How hard will that then make it to introduce that style?
Yeah, it's a challenge, particularly coming in at this time, but it's an amazing challenge to have. It's up to myself and the coaching staff to find a solution to that. We have to obviously, we prepare the players for Aberdeen. We cannot change everything overnight. This is definitely going to have to take some time for the players to really understand how I want them to play, but the coaching process starts this morning, and from there we look to build it.
It's a really exciting challenge ahead though, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing challenge. I've got some of the talent we have, fabulous players. What I saw yesterday in the cup final, the spirit and the fight they showed second half. So it's a great foundation to start from, and let's see where it takes us.
You mentioned obviously Roberto Martinez. How valuable have those experiences been as a coach at Celtic and Belgium more recently? Yeah,
very valuable. I think Celtic with the B team that first year coaching was massive learning experience, and then the last 3 years working with Roberto and the staff and the players. Like the players are just fantastic people first off. But in terms of Roberto, during this whole process, he's been he's shown me. I already knew what man he was, but he showed me what type of man he was in the last 2 or 3 days. So massive influence on how I see football and how I see the best way of winning. And also from coaching people, it's that personal connection has to be there, and that will always be there with Roberto and myself.
Yeah, and you've obviously, outside of kind of coaching roles, gone out there to get your own experience as well. Talk to me about the Cruyff Institute.
Yeah, no, that's something. It's been a long course. I think COVID hit. Started 3 years ago. It was really transformed the way I see coaching. It had a big impact on me. Some of the professors were amazing to work with, still are. So it had a big influence on me. I just wanted something. I wanted to be exposed to a different type of coaching. The SFA are very strong, the coaching courses. I just wanted to experience a different way of coaching, and I'm so glad that I did. It was yeah, it had such a big impact on where I am now in terms of coaching.
Yeah, and it will certainly be valuable, obviously, when you get on the training pitches with the players here. There's obviously a lot of talented players, a lot of young players coming through as well. How excited are you to meet the group and to get going with them?
Yeah, really excited. I think I'm very open to coaching players of all age. I've done that with the national team now at Belgium, working with 17-year-olds, 36-year-olds. It's I believe at any age you can improve. Yeah, but the young players here, I think the history of the club in bringing young players, and we now have Steve Keane in that role, which is vital. So yeah, really looking forward to working with the young players, the current players in the squad, really players of any age. That connection and the development between them is going to be something special.
Yeah, and you want to create a real culture here, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's part of the vision of the owner and the CEO. And I think what we have to do is we have to try and bridge that culture of and the values of what the support bring, and obviously the owner and the CEO are bringing to the club. But the players have to take a real big part and ownership of that. And if we can get the players and the support almost a part of that culture and leading that culture, then it'll be pretty powerful moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned the supporters just then. Obviously, you got to see what they were like at the final. Yeah. How excited are you to manage in front of them and to give them a team that they're proud of?
That's really what it's all about. I think, look, I think anything I want to implement, I think it's always for the benefit of the players. It's always to then allow them to show their talent in certain areas. But the main thing, and it will always be, is that we have to try and excite and bring something to the fans that they're proud of. Now, we will win, we will lose, but if we have a team that the fans can actually connect with and be proud of, then I think that will be really strong moving forward. I think that is the priority. The priority between myself, the fans, and the players has to start from this morning, really.
Yeah, because there was a really special moment, wasn't there, at the end of the final? There's the immediate disappointment among the fan base when you don't win a trophy, yeah. But for them to clap and sing the players' names after a defeat of that magnitude in that kind of final was really special.
Yeah, I think the foundations are there already. I think we've got a very intense, a very passionate fan base. The players, what they gave yesterday to David and Craig was it meant a lot to the two staff members. The players' level of fight and dedication to the staff, to the support. So the foundation's there, and now we need to try and build on that really for the future.
Yeah, and it's good obviously to have David Gray and Craig Sampson here as well.
Yeah, no, David and Craig, I spoke to them last night. Really looking forward to working with them. I think they've done a very good job the last 3 weeks, actually trying to settle the team and some of the performances and results. So look forward to working with them. I spoke to them yesterday, so excited to meet them. Yeah. Yeah,
and just finally, obviously you've watched the final. I'm sure you've watched other games from this season as well. What's your early thoughts on the team?
Do you know what? I'm very open-minded. I think. I obviously have my own ideas how I think the best way to win football is. How quickly I can implement that, I think, is time will tell. But no, I'm really excited to work with players. I think we've got some very talented players. We've got some really good technical players that I think, hopefully, the way we play will show them even more. But we have to compete. We have to fight for every game, in every training, in every moment. We have to fight to achieve really the goals that we want.
Absolutely, Shaun. It's great to have you here.
Good luck to be here.
Hibernian FC.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.